Hi, my name is Gibson, and I'm the creator of the Personal Development School. This is your daily breakthrough video, and in this video, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about top qualities that securely attached individuals are attracted to. So this was actually based on a series that I did about the different attachment styles and what each different attachment style tends to be attracted to in terms of top key qualities. Then I saw a few comments that were basically asking about securely attached individuals and like, can you make one for secure? So I was like, of course. So here are some major things that you can find, and I'm going to share some principles with you first that are important to know. So first and foremost, we have a huge portion of what creates subconscious attraction for us towards other people based off of our subconscious comfort zone, which is really like the subconscious mind driving biologically for familiarity, safety, and survival. Because it's like if we can find something that's familiar outside of us, we know that's safe, we know we're going to survive, and the subconscious likes that and will naturally be drawn towards that. Now there are other key qualities in there, but a huge premise is basically, well, what creates our subconscious comfort zone? The relationship we have to ourselves, the way we speak to ourselves in our internal dialogue all day. The different actions and behaviors in terms of how we treat ourselves. And so when other people tend to treat us similarly to how we treat ourselves, we're naturally drawn towards those people. And we also have this part of us where, like, let's say we do something unhealthy in the relationship to self. So maybe, for example, we forget to set boundaries, or it's probably not forget, it's probably that we don't know how, or we've been taught not to, or we, tend to repress our boundaries. Well, naturally, then we're not going to have our alarm bells really go off in the same way when somebody violates our boundaries, because we're in the habit of violating our boundaries. So that is part of our subconscious comfort zone. We may actually find it comforting or attractive on some level. Our conscious mind will know better, but our subconscious may keep going back to those same old patterns or partners or people who tend to treat us the way we treat ourselves. And so when we take that information and we apply it to like a securely attached individual, well, they're going to naturally have a huge part of them that's attracted to people who have a similar relationship to them that they have in the relationship to self. And so this creates a few key dynamics. So the first one is securely attached individuals like direct communication. They do not like to sweep things under the rug as a general rule. They like resolution. So they're going to be attracted to and stay in relationships where people are doing that with them. They like people who are open because they want to feel like they can create a connection. They usually find themselves, and I've had this conversation with many people over the years. Sorry if you hear my dog. So they tend to, and my boyfriend going shh to my dog. So what happens is they basically tend to find themselves in a position where if they see somebody who's open, they're going to be drawn towards that. And if they see somebody who's closed, that's going to feel like a disconnect in their own subconscious comfort zone in relationship to self. So they're going to end up pushing away in that situation, most likely. And I've had that conversation with many people who are securely attached over the years, and they tend to say sort of similar things around that. Another thing is securely attached people are attracted to people who feel worthy of speaking up and of sharing themselves, because they really want to feel like there's the substance of a person that they can connect to, that they can understand, that they can bond with. And that doesn't happen too much if somebody doesn't have their own boundaries, doesn't respect their own boundaries, and doesn't feel worthy of sharing themselves, their needs, etc. And then they feel like, okay, well, who's here for me to really connect to if it's ambiguous, right? Or if there's sort of a lack of substance of somebody being able to say, these are my needs, this is who I am, and share that with somebody else. So they really tend to be attracted to that. Another big thing is securely attached people, they really are attracted to emotional availability. They can sometimes be drawn to like mysterious people in the early stages of a relationship, but often they won't stick around beyond the dating phase for that, because they'll see, wow, this person's interesting, or they're a little mysterious, and I'm a little drawn towards that to a certain degree, but that won't be something that lasts, because eventually the subconscious comfort zone goes, no, this is not a good fit here for this situation. So they like emotional availability, again, sort of relating back to those things. They really want to build a bond. They really want a healthy interdependent relationship, which means they need you to be open, to feel safe and secure within yourself, to feel confident within yourself, to feel worthy of speaking up, to share yourself, and to really know your needs and be able to communicate about your feelings. So those are really important parts. I have two more, but by the way, I find a lot of us growing up don't have modeling for really secure relationships. It's just not something that tends to happen quite often. And so I actually created a course about this that we launched probably like 7 or 8 months ago. I never really mentioned it too much on this platform, but it's how the securely attached person shows up in the 6 stages of a relationship. And how that course is designed to work is that you can watch that course, and then you can see what you're missing in each of the stages. Like, ooh, maybe let's pretend you're anxious, and you're like, oh, I used to be very anxious. Now I'm a lot better as I'm learning and growing and healing. But you know what? I still have these things that I do that are anxious in the dating phase of a relationship, and secure people do this instead. And it's giving you that blueprint or that sort of roadmap and model for you to be able to say, okay, in the dating phase of a relationship, I should share my needs really early. I should communicate, and I should let somebody know who I am and what I want. So I'm not wasting my own time. And oh, that's what securely attached people do. Okay, I can work on that. So it gives you like a very specific blueprint for you to notice, sort of to hold your patterns of behavior next to this blueprint and see, oh, these are the things I can work on within myself to get to the next level of becoming even more secure. So I will put a coupon code and a link to the courses page with that course on that below. And that coupon code will be for 25% off of our all access membership pass, which gives you access to all the different courses, as well as the 4 live weekly webinars I do with our students and all that other good stuff, our social events, our guided morning and evening routines, our community events, lots of stuff going on inside there. So with that being said, that modeling that we don't have tends to be a lot to do with many of these things, but there's a lot more intricate parts, and how these parts show up through the dating phase, the honeymoon stage, the power struggle, the stability, the commitment, and all the way to the bliss phases. So the last 2 major qualities that securely attached people are attracted to are consistency. They value stability in relationships. They really tend to dislike volatility over time. Originally, some secures will stay in volatility for a little bit, maybe in the honeymoon phase, and kind of justify it. But long term, securely attached people are like, wait, this is not beneficial to my life? Is this not helping me? Is this spilling into all other areas of my life where there's like so much drama happening everywhere? And usually they'll exit fairly soon after having that like full recognition. And our very last one is harmony, which sort of goes hand in hand with that. They really want that closeness, that connection, and they want it to be something safe, healthy, and harmonious in their lives. So these tend to be some major features. Of course, there can be so many more, but these are the top ones in the pattern format that I tend to observe the most. Hopefully this helps you and makes a lot of sense. Thank you so much for watching and for being here. Please like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video.